All right. Welcome to the KingsTablePodcast. I'm your host, KCDG, King Crucial the Great. Today, we just gonna use this session as a chop it up session. Boy, King Chaos gonna guess us
in the building.
be giving my perspective.
And crucial,
What they
my
do.
boy. Hey man, I'm about to eat this chocolate on chocolate ice cream sandwich. Ooh.
Chocolate ice cream sandwich. That's something special right there.
You know, I had one of these since before I had my last vacation.
Vacation where?
But, in Osceola County.
You ain't just about to just graze that by me, nigga. Where the fuck y'all went?
Hey, my last vacation was with Osceola County Corrections.
What?
Phil.
Vacation in a long time, man.
It hurt. I had a recent little day stay.
Oh, good, man. That's what humbles us all. Actually, speaking of which, my little cousin just got home from a little stint, you know, and talked to him today. And sound like his mind in the right place. He's trying to get into the music and everything. So,
Yeah, they called it right, cousin. Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. So, he'll soon be coming out on the Think with Greatness label. The label, not just the big stick. But hell yeah, I'm excited about that, bro. Yo, let me pick your brain. Did you see the response to what Rory and Maul said about Mr. Joe Budden?
Nah, nope. Nope. I knew you was gonna fill me in. Ain't even looked into it. You know, I've been working on a little bit.
That shit crazy, dog. These niggas. Basically, from my perspective, I can only speak from my perspective, and that's what I'm gonna give here. That boy Joe Budden tried to hold the boys out some paper, dog. Hey,
I mean,
what
Joe
happened?
Budden. Joe Budden is like that's a real street nigga. Like he just old now. Like so, I mean, he gonna muscle his way into the best part of the situation anyway, just because that's how he is, what he's about.
That nigga busted for that shit, bro. And then to get on and play like the victim, man, I can't stand that victim shit, bro. You ain't no fucking victim, nigga. You know what the fuck you was doing.
Now you know, I remember the last time I thought about Joe Budden before the whole podcast thing. He was spitting. So I guess he just had to change his hustle up.
You said that nigga could spit.
The last time I heard about the nigga, he was spit.
You mean rapping?
Right. He was rapping, freestyling, battling. I don't know. I mean, I didn't listen to him much. I know he kind of came up.
Talk about battle rap shit.
Yeah. Dissing nigga.
I remember that. Nah. I remember that. The slaughterhouse shit.
Yeah, that's I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
Shit, all that shit. That's the last time I heard about that nigga before all this podcast drama came up.
Look, he held them niggas. Look, I'm telling you. On a real tip, though, destruction just follows this man, bro. Anything he's associated with. I don't know what it is about him.
I mean, okay, baby. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about him, but it's like, remember he only had a vibe when he was dissing niggas. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like he only has a vibe when he beefing with niggas. Remember he had to run in with the Migos with the interview thing, and he walked off, and then they stood up and they was like, "Was it a problem?"
Hey, you remember?
And them,
Hey, he came in that bit like, what? What?
Quick, listen, that's the wrong. They may be a corporation, but they are not businessmen, and they all business. Like as wrong as that sounds, is all true.
All business.
Man, them cats.
That shit was hilarious.
Them cats not on that. Like them most cats from Atlanta that proclaim that lifestyle can't be tested in public because then they're gonna have to show your ass. Like, and so when you walk off and drop the mic off on these niggas like you got attitude or something with these niggas, like them real Atlanta niggas, like them not
straight up.
These are not Beverly Hills ass niggas. Like.
Not at all. But yeah, basically I came to my conclusion about the overall situation, and yeah, that's my conclusion. I think Joe tried to hold these niggas out some paper, man. Cause it sounds just like the shit I just went through with my previous business venture.
But see, all right, so check it out. So for example, I'm not saying this is how it goes, but I'm saying, for example, let's say the Breakfast Club, right?
Right.
I Envy and Charlemagne.
Okay.
And what's her name?
Angela Lee.
They all have different scripts for like ads, you know what I'm saying? So they're all getting paid separately for the ads that they're reading during their broadcast. You feel me?
Right.
So was it like he was getting put on to certain ones that others were not? Or like he was like getting all of them and not sharing any of the bread?
I can't pretend like I even know the details of it, but what I do understand from it is, okay, they had a contract when it came to this one specific deal about Spotify. Mm-hmm. They all had a percentage contract. Joe get 1%, Rory get 1%, Maul get a percentage. What those percentages are, no clue. But for someone to stay true to that, all three of those will have to know the income of the Spotify contract, like the monthly stipends. And Joe wasn't showing them. That's what the problem was. Joe didn't want to show them how much Spotify was paying them monthly. He just was giving them their cut, allegedly, and saying that's what it was, with no physical proof or anything. And that's what the falling out happened about, because he felt disrespected. They would even ask for the books type shit. Yeah. Quick timeout.
Oh yeah. Come out. You come out.
Yes, princess. What do you want?
You back?
Bad.
Okay. We did it. The Budden.
Huh?
We did it. The Budden. Yeah, we did it. The Budden.
Yeah, we did with that.
All right. Oh, ayo. So, how you feel about Elon Musk and his Saturday Night Live? And I quote, "It's a hustle about Bitcoin or Dogecoin," and then banning Bitcoin from his platform of Tesla purchases.
You already know I'm gonna go with that. Look,
Come on with it.
Elon think he's slick, man. He already know. He the richest man toe for toe with Jeff Bezos on the planet. Anything he put his money behind, gonna skyrocket.
If he says Dogecoin is a hustle, but doesn't use Bitcoin anymore, I mean, what is that telling you?
Doge is soon to fill that spot
Mm.
because he's a hustler.
So why did everybody panic and start selling that?
Selling what? Doge?
Yeah, a lot of people started selling. The number went down when he said that. Like it's like so. I guess the number went down to make it more convenient for him, or cheaper for whoever's smart enough to catch the joke.
Right. See, the thing is, it's always gonna do that. Anytime that bitch about to skyrocket, that shit gonna go down. It's gonna go all the way down. It's gonna go back to the point to where it was almost started at. Not started, but the most ideal buy-in point.
and all the way down to the it pushed down against the support before it bounces back up.
Right. So now it's gonna get higher than it ever been. Just my personal,
The opinion, you know what I'm saying? But
personal opinion, personal analysis of how I'll be watching it. Because it's definitely gonna shoot past $1 by the end of the year. I estimate because it's already hit 75 cents on some fluke type shit, just like a spurt of moment, like whoop, then fell back down type shit. But yeah, that shit gonna hit well past up. I think it even went as high as 80 cents, bro. So it'll definitely pass $1 by the end of the year. But once, and I quote, once Elon implemented as part as a purchasing system for his company, it's gonna go past $5. And that means the more we go and purchase his cars with Dogecoin, the more richer he'll become. Because Dogecoin is steady gonna shoot up and he's getting paid with Doge. It's not a set price he's getting paid. So you get Bitcoin is already at its peak. It's at playing with 50 around 50,000, a little below, little above 50,000, teetering, tottering
it's
around
been
that.
rocking between 52 and 54 for a couple weeks now.
Right. It's gonna max out. It ain't gonna get that much higher than that to where you get
So
millions.
it being limited quantity is also a handicap to Bitcoin. You
Right.
say?
Right. So yeah, this Doge shit about to jump to a whole nother level. That's why when I see that shit going down, I get happy, nigga. I be give me some, give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. I be wanting all that shit. But yeah, that's crazy. I knew it was gonna happen though, because I'm like, he just paving the way to make Doge, a more sustainable currency.
Right. That's the only thing was missing was any systems to be built on it.
Right.
Okay, hold on. And what else you got for me?
Um, 1 second. All right. So, did you peep the video I sent you earlier?
I started watching that. I kind of caught the drip though, because
Okay.
I'm already kind of on that.
So you've peeped the conflict what's been happening overseas.
Holy war, prophesized.
Give me your input.
I mean, technically speaking, those are the descendants of Ishmael and Jacob. Okay. God told Ishmael, well, he told Ishmael's mother that that all his offspring would be against everybody, and everybody would be against him until the end of days. So, like, once from what I understand, when God says something, it is what it is, literally.
Right.
You feel me? So,
Right.
like, at what point? At what point do we stop pretending like there's ever going to be peace? Because he said to the end of time. And last I checked, we ain't met that just yet. So y'all gonna keep this going. We need to be paying attention to what's up over here and make sure that we don't fall into the same issue. But the funny thing, so we could look at it this way too, right? So when he says to the end of time, it can be interpreted like into the end of this time, right? So the argument is that the original Hebrew people are not in Jerusalem and that they must retake their land. But we cannot retake a land that is populated, right? The first time that land was destined for the Hebrew people, what happened? Everybody was they were instructed to wipe everybody out. But since the new covenant, if we following said scriptures, right? New covenant, everybody's grafted into the tree. That means everybody is covered in grace. That means everybody has the ability to become part of the community in which is God's chosen people, right? So that being said, do we we go and live in harmony with the people that are there? Do we go move them, or do we find somewhere new, or do we go anywhere at all? Are the questions that we now face.
What do you think?
I don't know. I, all the questions make sense to me, but nobody's provided any logical answer. So everybody has their fantasticals. Um, we had a group of people like we talked about last episode. You know what I'm saying? They buy land, say it's a safe haven for Black people. But in all reality, it may become one day. But right now, it's just a bunch of people in cars and campers. It's not really a safe haven because that's really easy to attack.
Facts.
Right now, it's a good idea. They don't have any kind of law enforcement. There's no security, no homeland security force in place. I mean, there's no infrastructure. There are no roadways. There's nothing. So how is that a safe haven? The idea and the goal and the dream and the vision are beautiful, but at the current moment, they are working towards it, but it is yet to be achieved. And so there is still no safe haven for Black people. So what do we do? Do we settle for what we have and just stay on high alert and be highly combative and constantly ready for war? Or do we take the other approach and turn the other cheek to everything and just try our best to climb above it and prosper so that we aren't affected by the issues that are magnified by class? I mean, we so many directions we can go with that. And that's because there are no answers. Nobody has actually applied any kind of information or system to fix what has been purposely fucked up.
Facts. Facts.
It would be nice if somebody, a government, was like, hey, listen, we're doing great over here. Come on home. There are people who can live in a large home on a nice sized property with 2 servants on $400 American dollars a month. But what does that say? I mean, how much is it going to cost us to get over there? Do people know that there's anti go to Africa Black people propaganda in Europe? Do you realize you have to lay over in Europe before you go to Africa? You know what that resembles? You realize that resembles what you got to go through in Puerto Rico? Nothing touches Puerto Rico until it touches Jacksonville
Or Miami.
or Miami. Right. It has to touch.
You gotta touch Florida.
It gotta touch Florida. It has to touch one of the Floridian ports so that they can charge a tariff. That is the reason why the tax. That's why milk costs so much in Puerto Rico. Bread is the tariff, the tax for things to get imported to Puerto Rico.
Facts.
It's just crazy. Like this happens all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But all over the place don't affect me. So how am I supposed to address it? Am I supposed to just move to the nice side of town? Am I supposed to move out the state? Am I supposed to change countries? What is it? What is the best move? What would what would guarantee that my children would live a life better than me? Where would guarantee a better life than what I experienced?
It all depends on what you call a better life, you know. Some people live for monetary things, materialistic things. Some people just live for the life itself. So, like, you know, for us to all be on one level, to have to want the same thing, it's gonna take something really drastic for that change to happen. For the people to get knocked in the high places to get knocked off their high horses, and for the people at the bottom to see the people up there as people.
We got about 30 years, the way I see it, before the old ideals die with the old people that are carrying them in our government.
Right.
At least 30 years, because we got 40-year-olds who still run the old system and won't break out of it. We still dealing with that.
Yeah.
So until they hit 70, 80 years old is how long we got to deal with a lot of these cats. Unless we really get out and the voting thing really turns into a changing of environment politically. You know,
Right.
that would be the country unifying even more than it has, unifying across boundaries and demographics and all that.
Well, the Most High said 400 years.
Yeah, for enslavement and affliction. So it is time for the awakening, I guess.
Yeah, he said 400 years, you know. And
1619 to 2019, 400 years, consistent, no breaks.
yeah, and from what I hear, you know, is pretty much just the turning the tides of everything what you know is already happened. You know, the tide's turning
It's about time.
to where our curse is being lifted and we're gonna start receiving our blessings and their blessings. And they're gonna start receiving our curses. The time has come. But yeah, I just wanted to pick your brain on those couple topics for a minute, you know. That's all I really wanted to chop it up with you about, unless you got something else on your plate. Yo,
Yeah, he froze up on me a second.
what happened?
You froze up on me for a second.
Oh, uh, probably did. I said that's all I really wanted to chop it up with you about, unless you had something else on your plate.
Now, I'm still in the process of getting things in order with uh, my organization, the Miriam Project, and
Okay.
getting all my I's dotted and T's crossed. I mean,
All
I
right.
want I want to start teaching finance, man, but not teaching it, but I want to facilitate uh, financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to those who ain't been reached, because I got reached um, because I was searching. I know quite a few people ain't searching. You know what I'm saying? That hard. But if I can reach a couple of randoms by getting them to understand how this money thing work a little better, help motivate some of these kids into doing things different than what is obvious.
Right. Well, on that note, I'm gonna shoot the plug on my end. Check out the official King Crucial for more content on and material on King's Table Podcast and music videos, music tunes, whatever you want. And we got it all. And check out timemanagement.com, time dash management, and get your credit straight, man. That's the only way we're gonna be able to really elevate. Everybody gotta start getting their credit straight. Because then that opens up more funds for us. Then that opens up more opportunities for the next person. So I'll start with self. Let's start working on that, getting our shit together and elevating together.
Yeah. Hey, safety, man. Scream at me when you get a couple minutes. You know how we do.
Already.